later on.
King would come along line. Time on up. Yeah. We don't play roles, we just walk in the flame. MD calling shots like he coached the game. Boss move. Suited and grind, got that boss man sound. Yes, sir. Vision so clean, he could lead the whole team.
What's going on, party people? Happy New Year, baby. It's the Hornsmen Show, and I'm your host, MD, and we are on the air live. Some of us are live from Texas, and other of us are live from the original H.
The original
Hawaii. Shout out to Tony Jones in Hawaii. What up, brother?
And he back. And
Well,
he back.
good to see you guys once again, man. You know, just sipping on my blue Hawaii and Hawaii.
Yes. I love it. Toma T, what's good?
Hey, what's going on, America? Happy New Year. Big smiles. I wish smiles for you this new year. I was thinking life is kind of like a football game, right? First quarter is childhood, young adult. Second quarter, third quarter is where we grind. And then the fourth quarter is kind of that where your wisdom quarter. So I'm wishing you, whatever quarter you're in, I'm wishing you smiles. We got big things to do this year. 2026, we claiming it too. Ta-da!
Kip, what's good?
It's a little gridiron gospel on today. Good to be here. Happy New Year. Looking forward to a prosperous portal season. Hopefully we can finish strong there. But no, I'm just blessed and highly favored and feeling good about our Longhorns.
Waits Diddy.
All we got, guys. I am so excited to see all of you here on today, and I'm just ecstatic to talk about being one of two SEC teams to win a bowl game. Only two.
Say it with your chest or say it with your blue Hawaiian. This is our first show of the new year. So we're going to talk a little bit about the transfer portal. If I never can freaking say that word, transfer portal. We're going to talk about the Cheez-It Bowl. We're going to talk about a little bit of NIL. But first, let's get into a little bit of what you know. And since it's the first show of the year, we're going to get into a little bit of what you know about the Hornsmen. All right, fellas. First question. Boys in the Hood, Set It Off, Coming to America, or Friday. Give me your movie of choice. We're going to start with Toma T.
Listen, if you don't know, I got one brother left. All still got one brother left. Shout out to the soundtrack alone. Boys in the Hood, man. Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. Gip, what you got?
You know what? I was gonna go Boys in the Hood, but in my heart of hearts, I have to do Coming to America. I'm very happy to be here. I am very happy to be here this evening. And Eddie Murphy, that was peak. That was peak Ed. He was coming off the stand-up stuff, and just took a step into the movie business, and like it was a ball of lightning. So that movie is a classic, all-time classic.
Check out his documentary. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's great.
It's funny, me and Kip are so close. I'm Coming to America. His mama called him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay. To his point, amazing. I mean, that was just the height. So I'm Coming to America.
I love it. Jonesy.
Yeah, I was gonna. I'm on the bandwagon as well. Although Boys in the Hood is amazing, Coming to America only because over the last 2 weeks as well, they've been playing Trading Places, the movie, over and over, and there is
classic.
a reference in Coming to America with Randolph and Mortimer
Back.
once again. So it is even great the fact if you look at so many Eddie Murphy movies. I mean, he's done that numerous over times, and we love it. The other one is not even on here, but I want to give a shout out to it as well. Is when he's in life and he's fighting, and he goes, "Oh man, I know a chick named Della. It hit harder than you." And he's talking about Della Reese
bring it
from
back.
Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights.
It's
Pick it,
always
though.
he
Pick it,
does
though.
a play on a couple of these
Yes.
other ones, man. It's second to none to me.
That's why
I
you're
love it.
Hawaii,
Well,
baby.
I'm going to go with 1A and 1B. 1A being Coming to America as well. And 1B being Boys in the Hood. Ricky!
Oh,
Yeah. Also, but you know what I will say? I
more
watched Set It Off.
references.
The first time we saw Set It Off was actually on campus.
on campus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Is it the Cleo? She was Gangsta Queen.
Was that even
I will say
considered
I'd
like a
probably
private
do.
screening?
It was.
It was.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I,
It
I
was
will. I
private.
will say we
Probably
probably
1995.
do
for
more
300
references.
people.
We probably do more references to Boys in the Hood as a movie than any other one on here, though. Because
For
I don't know how
sure.
many times
Dude,
we talked
it was
about
a
Lil
lot.
'Chris.
100%.
I don't know how
Oh,
many
don't
times we
well,
said,
don't
"Hey
sleep on Friday
man,
though.
We talked
There's a
about
lot
little
of
Chris
quotables from
just
Friday.
at the
yeah,
bowl game.
all about
We
Oh,
Get
did.
him up off
take
the
him out.
porch.
Yeah.
Take a little.
get him off the
Come on the porch.
porch."
There was a great hit by Phil Sameen. We asked if you had seen a dead body. Like all the things.
Mhm.
Oh,
We
yep.
have.
I've seen MD alone be like this at any time back in the day when I was in Austin going out and having my fun days. He'd roll up and push me out the way. And go, "We got a problem here.
We got a problem here.
Facts,
We got
bro.
a problem
Got a problem here
here.
too.
We got a problem here."
All right. Question 2. This was gonna be pretty quick. Ranch, mustard, mayo, sriracha, or ketchup. We're gonna go with you, Tomo.
That's sriracha, man. It's been in my life for the last 6 years aggressively, and I put it on everything.
There you go. Yep.
I got to do ranch. It's more ubiquitous. Pepperoni
Wow, no, no,
rolls,
the glossary,
links.
bro. That's
So
what you have to do.
I'm going ranch. Although I love sriracha, but ranch.
Well, I know Waits is not picking sriracha.
Not at all, baby. Spicy.
No, I'm going mayo. But if I had another option, is there any way? And yes, I'm keeping my black card. Is there any way I could have some sandwich spread?
Ooh, with the green top. With the green
Nope.
top.
Yo,
Some Hellman sandwich spread.
most
Come on
disgusting
now.
Jonesy.
topping.
I'm gonna go with foundation and diversity, the most inclusive one that's on here, and that would be ketchup because we started out even when we were 2 or 3 with ketchup on French fries, and let it be
Mhm.
known, nobody ever says no ketchup. You always say no ranch, no mustard, no mayo, no sriracha.
Oh,
You
valid.
never say no ketchup.
Okay. Okay. I love it. I love it.
Pickled onion.
I'm gonna go with ranch. I'm gonna go with ranch on this, followed by a close second of mayo and ketchup and mustard. Um,
Okay.
Not- you just like true hot sauce, huh? You gonna
Yeah,
put some heat
yeah.
on that thing.
yes,
Yeah.
sriracha. I need a little bit more spice. I need a little bit
Yeah,
more
no, I see.
pepper in
The
there.
crying
Question
fighter.
number 3. We're gonna get a little deep for a second. What is your
Ooh.
irrational fear?
Oh, wow. Tom,
Bro. My God, what I do
What is
with my
your
card?
irrational? I'll give you guys 10 seconds to talk about it. We probably don't know this about each other. Um,
I got one.
anybody want to go first?
I got it. Mine is falling or heights. I guess it depends. Am I falling or am I afraid of heights? Like sometimes when I walk up my staircase at home, I kind of have to catch my breath a little bit. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I just the idea of going up makes my stomach queasy. So for me,
Mm,
it's heights.
okay. Next.
I'll go real quick. I'll be very transparent. It's a new year. For me, it's probably this idea of imposter syndrome and some of the work that I do. And I'll read this to you. I'm going to be real vulnerable. This is a letter that I had my team write ourselves letters in July and then mail them to ourselves to give us at the beginning of the year to give
Toma
kudos. And
tears.
I said, Dear Toma, congratulations on overcoming your anxiety imposter syndrome around developing blah, 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 to support Harris Health's CT journey for our individual contributors. This effort is giving, providing colleagues with practical strategies to continue to build a leading with love culture and organization, and that's why you should smile. Wrote that to myself in July. The blah, 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 some great things we're doing, and I just can't let America know. But
That's right.
yeah,
I love it.
Amen.
Jones.
I'll go really
Oh,
quick.
wait.
Oh, nope. Yeah,
What?
I'll go really quick. And this is kind of new, man. It's like when you go over bridges, I'm like not bridges, but like high overpasses that like it will collapse. Like I don't know what it is, bro, and I don't know if it's watching like Die Hards or whatever it is over the years. But I'm just like I'm not afraid of like Gip falling off the thing. I'm just like, oh man, is this now when the engineer's time frame was over and it just crushes? So
Their hours
it's
were
a
up.
what
rush.
happened on that Lake Charles Bridge heading to New Orleans every
Mm.
time?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Little
yeah,
skirt,
yeah, yeah.
little skirt.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Jonesy, what you got?
Mine is waking up, and I'm gonna be a little vulnerable as well. This one, guys. Mine is waking up in maroon and having to yell whoop and be a part of Texas A&M
That's a
culture,
tough one.
and
That's a rational
really
fear, sir. That's
and,
very
and
rational.
true.
really
Never.
and really being like, oh my God, these cheerleaders are amazing. These are like I really am scared of the culture. So yeah,
Somebody tag
no,
West right
just
now.
joking. I will say mine actually is out on an airplane. And I believe it's even possible because I just started watching the show on the flight here today to Hawaii. I was watching the show Hijacking on Apple TV with
Idris
Idris
Elba.
Elba,
Hmm.
and it's a good show. I
Yep.
was like, probably shouldn't be watching something about a plane while I'm on a plane, and lo and behold, this flight is a myriad of hours. So yes,
I love it. I love it. Question number 4. If you could choose one superpower, what would it be?
Well, I'll start. I already have it. It's called my hero power. It's basically an iteration of deja vu. So I'll have like a deja vu moment, and I'll start get a feeling like, oh, I've been around this before. I've felt this before, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, somebody about to go and fall off that little chair, or is oh this thing is gonna light up, or we're gonna have a touchdown on 4th and 13 in the Peach Bowl. Shout out to Quintavious.
Okay.
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 That's my
So
hero
you
power.
choose the superpower that you currently have. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta
Mine's
let people
easy.
know.
Okay. Yep. Good. Okay.
Mine's
Next.
easy. I would just like to be a healer. A healer.
Ooh, look
oh,
at
dude.
that.
Heal myself, heal y'all too.
Smiles.
I'll jump in and say I want to be have the power of persuasion on anything, whatever I want to,
Mm,
which like
mm.
a
Mm,
rogue, almost as you would say, back in the day or
Mm.
anything. To be
mm.
like, if I could just say something to you and then that happens, I
Do
mean,
what I
hey,
say.
what you are gonna do is pay my man 1.2 million right now.
Boom,
Mm.
boom.
Mm.
These
These
are
are
not
the
the words you
droids
were
you're looking
looking
for.
for.
These are not.
Yeah,
Mine is going to be contrary to my earlier comment, and you can probably guess what that would be.
Candy corn.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Can it's flight. Yes, I've dreamed about it. I've daydreamed about it. I've thought that at points in my life I thought I could fly, and then I realized I'm too much of a chicken shit to do it. But
Kal-El.
that would be my that would be my
Kal-El.
yes. I love Kal-El
You're our
superpower.
Superman. You're
Yes,
our
sir.
Good.
Superman.
Good. Now, for myself, teleportation.
Ooh.
Mm.
I can
Ooh,
teleport
anywhere.
and touch whoever I'm touching can teleport with me.
Oh,
So then,
come on. What's
whoop,
that extra?
now watch this right here with Jonesy drinking a blue Hawaiian. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Whoop.
do
Yep.
I think this could work really good because the power of my persuasion, I could say, "Why don't you teleport all of us over to such and such right
boom, boom.
now?" And then
We
we're
could
all good.
we could have 1,000 blue Hawaiis, and I would just heal us, and we'd be sober right again.
There you go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom.
Mhm. There
Come
we
Imagine.
on.
go.
And
This
I'll
was
just fly and
perfect.
These
meet y'all
are the
over there.
teleportations that we're
But we're
looking
gonna teleport. We're good.
I'm
Now,
flying.
now you, now your power is useless to us.
That's whack. That's whack.
Just joking.
Next question. It's the new year. New Year's resolutions. Do you believe in them? If so, what's yours?
I'll
I'll
go.
start out.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, Josie, you
sorry,
got it,
Toma.
baby. You the lead,
Yeah,
Hawaii. Different time zone.
I
Go.
do, man. I really think it's important for you to assess yourself and mark down a goal that you would like to accomplish. We all should have SMART goals in general. We want to end up doing, but I think in the beginning, a New Year's resolution gives you one big major goal or a couple major goals that you would like to accomplish for that particular year. I do believe in them very much so because I feel like once you do write something down to yourself, it's kind of hard for you to lie to yourself. So you hold yourself to a little bit higher standard of accountability. What's mine? Mine is trying to eat healthier and work out a little bit more, as particularly normal. That's always what I do. Right now, I'm in a hiatus also until like June or July. Not having hookah.
Mm.
That is my thing. So I've reeled it down, and so I'm gonna stick to that for the next 6, 7 months, and then I'll see y'all on the other side.
Hold on,
I
hold on.
like it. Love it.
And also be in the
Six,
church. I
seven.
think I said that too. I mean, I guess that's
Yeah, you
probably
did.
more
You
important.
did.
Right,
Six,
but,
seven. Toma, what you got?
I think I did for most of my life probably. Trying to plan that. And to Jonesy's point, I think it's a good concept to utilize. I try to do it honestly. I'm not tying the football thing from earlier, but I look at my life in quarters, right? And that's probably from the business sense or from the fiscal sense. But now, I do think the new year, not necessarily a resolution of what I'm going to change, what I'm going to accomplish. I set those goals prior to January 1, but I try to look at it as what can I appreciate in this new year? And also, what I try to look in the back, kind of that feedback viewpoint, is what did I not, what could I have appreciated more last year, and how can I try to appreciate that more in 2026? In terms of like the whole new workout plan, shout out to Kevin Curry. Uh, I have started taking collagen powder, but I started in
Oh,
December. So does it count? I don't know, but shout out to you if you do. It's a blessing either way. Positive
Is,
energy.
what is collagen powder for your skin?
protein.
Hey, it helps skin, it helps hair, it helps joints.
Hmm.
Well, because your skin looks immaculate
Come on,
today.
then. It
Yeah.
works now.
Mm,
Grass fed. Come on.
Looks
mm,
immaculate. Yep.
mm.
Yeah, I've never been a big resolution person. Well, partly because I don't believe in New Year's. Like, I don't, as a concept, I don't think it really exists. But that's another story for another show. I will say that what if I did believe in resolutions and the new year, I would be looking at being more focused on gratitude. So I have a gratitude journal. I was writing in it very consistently for several months. I kind of put that down last year as life got in the way. So my quote unquote resolution will be to pick that back up, daily journal out my gratitude, three things that I'm going to accomplish for the day, and then at night, three things that happened that were exciting for the day. So just just a focus on a mindset of gratitude.
I love it. Weights.
He's muted.
He mute himself.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's unmuted. It's gonna be real simple, man. It's funny that the word mute came out. For me, it is just making sure 2026 I just get back to being weights all the time. Um, and so that's my resolution. Because like you guys said, at certain parts of the year, certain things change. For me, 2026, get back to being weights, man. Because guess what? We got.
We all we
So
got.
Into the
so
blind
for
pig. We're back.
for those that are watching the show, we know what that means. This is what does that mean
Come
in
on.
40 words or less? What does that mean to the public that's watching?
Um, being a
39.
joy facilitator, making sure that I just continue to be a great friend, partner, father, most importantly, and to continue to just live by the morals and the standards that I have been for the majority of my life.
There you go.
Love it.
Love it.
Come on, weights.
Amen.
I'll support you in that.
Miles. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Gotcha.
I'm kind of 50-50. I e- e- some years I'll write some down, some years I don't. Typically they do revolve around health, and typically I will try to find like reading more, reading books. That's probably the last one that I had to read more books. I read a lot of stuff at work, or read a lot of stuff online, or via the internets, but not actual books. So believe in a little bit, but I need to do better at getting them down because I think they are important. It's a reset. I
Hmm.
think it's not about the
Yeah.
year. It's when you it's an excuse to give people an opportunity to reset. While I partially agree with Gip, you don't need to you shouldn't have to wait for the year to do it, but it gives an opportunity for people to start fresh if they want to with that. Next, let's get into a little bit of what's popping. And because my main man Jonesy requested this segment right next, we're going to talk about a little bit about the bowl games. First of all, OU lost, A&M lost,
Indeed. Yep. Yep.
and Texas Tech lost. So I got a question for y'all. So would you consider Texas Tech the middle brother, because Lassie is the little brother? Would you consider Tech the middle brother or the step brother that just recently figured out they had some money?
Well, they're in the family because they always calling out for us. Like they're for sure in the family, but they're like the old Navy to us being like the Banana Republic, and then the Gap is maybe A&M. They the
No, that was
Corolla
mine.
to our Camry
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They the
Yeah.
Sentra to our
Yeah.
Altima.
Yeah. 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 Like when you go to the grocery store and then there's like Frosted Flakes and there's Tricks and then there's Cocoa Puffs, right? And that would be like all your major schools. But then afterwards you look down and it's like uh uh crunchy
Do it. Trixie
toastings.
Trixie Pooksies.
And then
Flakes.
They didn't quite get the cardboard box.
Right?
They just got the
West Texas, you got the plastic. That's all they got.
mhm,
It's just a plastic seal.
mhm. Yeah, 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 yeah.
You
Some
know,
people shop at Saks Fifth Avenue, and some people shop at the guy that's outside of Saks Fifth Avenue on the street.
What you need?
So
What you need? What you need? What you need?
I got everything for you.
for those of us
You need a sock? You need a sock?
that have younger brothers or younger siblings, it's almost like when you were a kid and they mastered a skill. Like, oh, I learned how to do a backflip on the trampoline. Come see, come see. And then you come out there, you come out there, and they bust their ass on the backflip. And you're like, this is what you were so excited about for me to see.
Do
That's
better.
how I felt about
Call
Tech.
me out here until you got it,
I,
Texas Tech.
Get it, and then call me, please.
I
Texas
actually
Tech.
think Texas Tech is like the $5 to $10 to $20 that you left in your pants that you went to go wash and you ain't found it until a little bit. You said, "Oh shit, I found some money."
I'm about to
I
do
can
something.
tell.
Let me go and buy me a
T-
new quarterback. I got this
so
$5.
it's a
Really
ten
get
dollar
the
bill.
quarterback.
It's a $10 bill. It's an absolute $10 bill. You're like, I got this $10 bill, and then realize what you want is $15, and you're like, oh. So now you're
No,
mad. You're madder.
it costs you $15. It's only worth
Correct.
5, but you got to find a way to spend it. Texas Tech. Goodness gracious.
Mhm.
The
Tortillas. They
dude,
can't even
there
get it
was
right. Are we
I know
throwing
we're
tortillas? Are
the,
we not throwing tortillas? What are we doing here? Do we have
Then
uniforms?
what? So
Are
here's
we Under
are those
Armour? Are
name
we
brand
Adidas?
tortillas?
What are we?
Are they name brand
well,
tortillas? Hope
they're
ACT
not.
help them
That's
out,
Are
the
they
man.
corn or are they
so
flour? That's where you should
Oh,
start. Are
they
they
gotta
corn
be
or are they
flour.
flour?
They gotta be. I think they're
And
flour.
if they're
You
flour,
have to.
they're colonized. It's colonization. That you get put out.
Toma,
H
I
E
heard one
B.
for you.
H E
Toma, I
B.
heard one for you from LSU. They were like, there's like a lineman, right? Because I don't think it's gonna stop by from Texas Tech, right? The Cody guy, I don't think he's gonna stop like paying for it. So LSU was like, are we gonna get the quarterback? They was like, and for those of y'all that watch Landman, you'll find this hilarious. They were like, no, LSU just, Texas Tech just offered the old boy 1% on every piece of oil in West Texas, and he gets to date Billy Bob Thornton's wife and daughter. Landman.
West Texas. Anything's
Oh,
barterable. Barterable.
Y'all can have everything from Lubbock to Laredo.
Listen, we'll even take a
Tex-
little New Mexico just because.
Texas Tech is not even like a brother. It's the stories
It's
that you heard
technically
back in the day
Texas.
from like your grandparents and everything, but they were
technically
like, "Hey,
Texas.
don't go down to the end of the block because that's actually your auntie, and you ain't know this whole time your whole life."
She a
Like,
little,
Mhm.
she a little,
like an
special. God
unbird.
bless her. God bless her. She a little special.
Somebody did a meme or somebody did a post on like online I just saw and it was like, what is the world come to? The fact that like Texas Tech is like the number one person in the Big 12. Like, where are we at inside of college football these days? I say,
That you
well,
can just pay
it's
for it, bro. That's the crazy
and
part. It's a Big 12 All Star team, but like no starters. So it's like Karan Butler for basketball.
we really need to do an NIL segment on here, guys.
What,
At one given point, I would love to dive deep for all of y'all on that.
we
Okay,
we
yeah.
go we gonna touch it a little bit, but it's funny that you bring that up. I mean, Texas Tech is now the quote unquote big dog in the Big 12 because of why?
We're
Again,
gone.
like I said,
Everybody
they
knows
pay
that.
Because
pay for it.
U of H fumbled the ball. We gave you a chance. I mean, Baylor fumbled the
Texas
ball. What are you doing?
Texas and
Storming
OU left.
Mormons.
Texas and OU left. So therefore, Texas Tech, they're like, yes, all my brothers have gone on to college, and now it's my
Mhm.
time to shine.
My
my
turn.
time. My
Wait till you
Here's
time.
see my
here's
outfit at the high school dance. And then old
here's the
boy
funnier
come and
part
you don't
about that
score
statement,
0 points.
MD. The funnier part about your statement, MD, is that there are five guys in Lincoln, Nebraska saying the same thing as well, right? And they're like, you know why? You know why I never been? It's because Nebraska left the Big 12 and we finally let everybody have a good.
Hey, real quick, not to dampen the mood, I just got a push notice on Jordan Shipley is in critical condition
Oh
at an
Lord,
Austin hospital. So
It's
bless
stable.
you
It's
up, man.
stable.
he's
It's stable
is he
condition.
stabilized? Okay, I just
Yeah,
got
so
critical.
Blessings up,
So
Jay Shipley.
yeah.
it'll be in stable condition. He had an accident on one of his
Hmm.
ranches, and I think it was like a twenty
Yes.
percent burn,
Oh
God,
or
God.
Mm.
20% of his body.
Severe burns. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah,
God
yeah,
bless
yeah,
him.
yeah.
so
Prayers up.
blessings up,
Good
blessings up.
shit.
Now, we thank you for that. Prayers up to the Shipley family,
Yes.
um, and we're gonna throw up the hook 'em and hold it up until he gets better.
Absolutely.
Until he gets better. So prayers to them. Now let's move quickly back into our banter and commentary. Real quick question. We're gonna leave Texas Tech alone.
Okay.
What
I
is
got
it that they thought they need to put up a post a in Times Square? Like they haven't won anything. They're like, hey,
Mhm.
look at us. We paid for a player.
Ponzi scheme.
No, but it's to your point about the little brother. They don't have any idea what like leadership or victory is, because I'm sure somebody was like, "Hey, dog, you know we got another old ball only cost 5 million. I had 5.7 ready. So what y'all want to do with that other 7,000? You know what? My auntie just rode the train to New York. Why don't we get a billboard?" And I guarantee you, old boy was like, going. The quarterback was the starting quarterback for the University of Cincinnati, who was in the Big 12, who did not win the last 4 games, and Texas Tech won. If you just slap somebody, why do you think he got a strong jaw right after you slapped him? Like, and then say, guess what? We just got the greatest
Hey, he
right
took that
hook
ass
taker of
whooping
all
well
time.
though, didn't he? That boy can take a fist to the face, can't he?
They might have lost to Iowa State and Baylor, bro. Like it wasn't. But again, that's the new regime of Texas Tech. Hey, and guess what? After we give you
Hold on.
$5 million, you too can be on the billboard, like
He was
five
the
Hamilton.
former
million is
Cincinnati
crazy, by the
quarterback.
way, man.
They got
That
beat by
Yes,
is
Navy. He got beat by
insane,
Navy.
man.
come on,
Yeah.
man, same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't get
try
that. So
little cousin.
if you're a Texas Tech Red Raider, shout out to I know a few. Y'all are good. The ones I know are good, but the
Mine
other
aren't.
Texas Tech Red Raider fans, like,
Ultra Perm
why
and
why would y'all
Malachi.
Malachi, don't do him like
put like what's the purpose of putting that up when you haven't won or done anything? I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but y'all let me know about that. Let's
thumbs up.
quickly move in. Hey, let's talk it. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this right here.
Ooh,
Let's talk about the Cheez It Citrus Bowl.
It's
This
a
is an
good
original,
commemorative item.
yes,
Mhm.
commemorative item right here. Thank you for flipping the screen, Spurlock. Let's talk about the Longhorns real quick and what they did against the Michigan Wolverines.
but since I hosted last week, MD, we're gonna throw it to you right now since you were there live at the Cheesy Bowl. Tell us what you thought and the atmosphere while at Camping World Stadium.
Real quick, it because it wasn't a CFP and it was in Florida. Um, the energy was a little bit different there than most home games or college football playoff games because we've been to a couple ourselves.
Yeah.
It was a little bit different there, but it's always fun going to a bowl game. You get to hang out. Everybody's there for a couple of days. Did a little bit of tailgating. It was a little chilly in Orlando, but my quarterback Arch Manning, that boy was balling. After a couple of drop passes and a couple of miscues in the first half, the Longhorns got it together, man, and you can see the energy from the team. I did take a quick stop by the team hotel. As you can see from last week's episode, the energy was there. Boys was ready to play. So it was a good environment, but not quite a CFP level of excitement that we're used to and accustomed to.
Because I was gonna ask, I'm great that you put it like that. I was gonna ask because even though we would go to like a Peach Bowl and a Sugar Bowl, I think that was at the back of it, right? The only time to me, other than like signage, that you really realize that it's a bowl like that in the CFP is when they do the trophy. It's like, oh, we
Yeah.
go on to play somebody next week, and they're like, oh, here's this a massive Sugar Bowl trophy. Where it's like, for when you're there, it's like, oh, nah, man, we on to the next one. So that's cool that you said that because I was wondering if it felt like that different because put it like this: it's been a minute since we've been to a regular bowl game.
Yeah, yeah, it has been. Uh, any other comments about the game, man?
Yeah, a couple things. One, RIP, shout out to Peter Parker Livingston.
Oh,
Um, we
Oh,
we
it's not
will
bad.
miss you.
R.I.P.
We will
It's not
we
bad.
miss
RIP.
you. Yeah, R.I.P. He's gone.
Bye
Does he
bye,
He's
throw?
fool.
Does
he's
he
dead
throw
to me.
horns down if he
He's dead. Yeah,
plays?
he will, and then
Yeah.
he will be even more dead. So shout out. Then
Yeah.
I want to highlight. Obviously, we talked about Arch and how phenomenal he played, and the Heisman hype is going to restart as we just discussed last week. It's going to start all back over again with him as a favorite. But big ups to Christian Clark, man. Like for us to be down to our third string, fourth string running back, and to produce at that level, the things that he did, and obviously our offensive line played, as Toma is about to attest to, played extremely well, especially in the second half. But Christian Clark, man, shout out to that dude for coming out and balling.
You saw this was last week when I touched on it. This is an opportunity for two things to end up happening. One, for us to get the chance in order to see where we're lacking in areas so that we can go ahead and try to bait them for the transfer portal. And the second thing was also for you to make a name for yourself for all these other players. And Kylie, literally, you just said that in general. You got excited about what's going to happen for next year with some other people who necessarily haven't gotten to shine all season long. Perfect.
Hmm. Yep.
Let's Kylie touched on him. I'm going to touch on one quick thing, but are you are you a fan of college football pre NIL or post NIL? Which do you prefer?
It's all.
I
I'm
don't.
gonna
Like
just make it quick. It's
pre-IL.
pre-IL. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to take a few years for us to get adjusted to this wild.
Mhm.
It feels like the wild, wild West Texas right now. It's very. We're learning. It's uncomfortable. It's free agency every year, right? And that's going to be an adjustment that we as fans have to
Yeah.
make, let alone that it's teams and coaches have to make. So, I definitely prefer what it looked like prior to. But everything's evolving, right? That's a part of a species. So we get adjusted. We'll see in a couple of years, man.
Mhm.
I
Let
think
me
Now,
what
play
Now
I
we got to
devil's
do
what
a better
advocate to
what
job
that.
at the Bulls.
Let me
Yeah, go
play
ahead.
devil's advocate to that because I think it's a really good point, and I think most of us on here are going to say pre. I'm going to play devil's advocate and say post NIL for one reason, and it's because of the things that you just said a second ago, which I would love to hear y'all's thoughts about it. Maybe now this is the opportunity where everybody's getting a fair chance in order to get who they want to, and maybe this is even more of a chance for the teams or the players on those teams to get exposure in other places that maybe they hadn't gone before in order to go to the next level. What are your thoughts on that? Because before it would be like, hey, you're only going to go to the major D1 schools. Let's be plain and simple. And the reality is, some of them are going to recruit better than the other ones. And maybe that's
hmm
unfair to the person who is a baller that couldn't get
Yeah.
into the looks. And I have to go to the Texas Tech. Maybe now
Yeah.
this is it. Just,
I
just want
think
to, I'm playing devil's advocate. I just want to hear what y'all are saying.
I want to tag on to that. So I agree with you, Tony. I think it is a major benefit to the individual player, right? So as a college kid who has a reputation coming out of high school, I then go to college, I get buried on the depth chart. I'm third, fourth string. Now I'm not getting any run. And I've got a limited window to get my shine so that I can take it to the next level, which is my dream, right? So if I like 2 years in, going back to Peter Parker Livingston, if he's third on the depth chart and they're already looking for additional replacements, where's that going to put him next year? So again, he can take his talents elsewhere. Should have done it. He shouldn't have gone across the border, but that's neither here nor there. He can take his
Yeah,
talents
it's a
elsewhere,
little petty.
showcase those
Eddie
talents,
Parker is his new name.
and
Eddie
potentially
Parker.
get again make his dream actualized. I think what the challenge that I don't like, it's not about NIL, it's more about the transfer portal. It's just the transfer system as it stands now. I think that's the part that's hard, is because it's such a wild west. We got people transferring in and out during the bowl season. Like that's got to be fixed. The NIL is
And,
fine. I think give them
and
the
I
money,
believe
but
that I believe they said that the stat is somewhere like anywhere from like 47 to 49% of the people who are in the transfer portal are only get a scholarship. Everybody else is just
is
you're out
yeah.
of luck.
Right.
So I would love
Yeah.
to know what those stats and those numbers are, but
Yeah.
I'm honing on your point, Collie.
Yeah.
So,
Waits.
so speaking of, there's a wild Washington Husky barking in the back. But
Sure ain't the
so
Mhm.
Georgia
I
dogs. That's what it's not.
I absolutely disagree with both you guys. So think about this number. You got 4,000 kids that jumped in the portal. Texas is going to be good. We're going to be fine with this. Programs like North Texas had the greatest college football season in the history of their program. They lost their head coach. They lost a redshirt freshman quarterback. They lost allegedly the number one or two running back. They're done for another 3, 5, 6 years. Think about an HBCU. HBCU, Prairie View, fill in the blank, does well. Top two players gone. Somebody's gonna come pull them up, right? But then think
Mhm.
about this guy that's at Texas and he signed for $150,000. and then he messes up his knee or he doesn't. And Texas says, you know what? You've got no game film, right? Because you're redshirting. But
Yep.
Meemaw done got a house that's 75,000 because we gonna pay. We gonna get 150 every year in our mind minimum. So now what? Guess what? Who gonna pay for Meemaw's house and an upgrade? And I also think there's nowhere to go. So look at Texas, right? We lost 18 guys, I guess, portal and draft. We signed 20. I don't know if we're gonna get 18 back. So there's only a certain amount of spaces, and I'll just end with this. It's a lie. The name, image, and likeness part is a lie, and at some point the money's gonna run out. So, for instance, the name, image, and likeness was supposed to be, my name is Marlon Davis, guys, and I'm from Richardson, Texas, and I wear a number 4. So my number 4 jersey at the co-op, that's what I get that money off that. And then Lamborghini or whatever signs me. But guess what? That ain't what happening right now. Dude got $5 million, and he ain't stepped on Texas Tech campus. Who's going to tell me if that kid's going to guarantee get that money? And the reason I brought up the dog, Washington quarterback signed a contract last week. He just tried to enter the transfer portal. Somebody about to get sued.
Yeah, for sure.
So to y'all's point, I absolutely agree with the Wild West. And selfishly, we gonna be straight. We gonna find some money at Texas. We gonna get players that we want. And I think what's gonna hurt people ultimately is this Indiana stuff and it's Texas Tech, because it's like, what team in the Big 12 once Oklahoma and Texas left wouldn't pay anything or limitless to be a champion? Texas Tech did. Baylor fall off a cliff. Oklahoma State fall off a cliff. So if you got the money at the right time, sure. But if not, you're SOL.
I forget which player that they highlighted already, but somebody is already in a class action lawsuit based upon them and the eligibility, and you're going to see a lot more of that happening. And I think even Coach Sark even talked about that as well. We saw a clip, a snippet from him. He was like, the problem is that you should have more clamps on individuals who are helping out with their contracts. Sometimes just a roommate getting something from Chat GBT versus somebody who's at least certified. So there needs to be some stipulations on these whole things in order to go. But to your honest, maybe the money wasn't even going to be there in the first place. I mean,
exactly.
We can get out of this and talk about this, obviously, video debates afterwards. But everybody on the house in the first place and listening.
So what I think is going to happen, and what talking to a couple of my guys, those North Texases and those smaller schools, and they are a junior varsity to varsity, right? They're gonna try to get players and say, hey, we're gonna develop you so you can go to Texas and get your money at Texas. We're gonna provide you with some film. So if you're not the freaking man, if you're not the Colin Simmons, but you're you're going to be the man, but you need one or two years of development. Let us take you in, develop you, and then go to those programs. But those others, those mid-tier schools have to realize that that's what it's going to be for a while, and they're going to have to win with that and be happy. Like, all those schools are going to have to say, you know what, we're going to have to change our roster every year because we're developing people, and that may be a good
developmental league.
But you know what? But you know what? It is, and the other part of that has been that way forever for coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirk Cignetti's a perfect example. He cut his teeth at James Madison and all these other places, and now he's got a job. I mean, Indiana's wasn't a destination, but he's about to win a national championship potentially. So coaches have been doing it for years. I think it's okay that the players are doing it. I think to Jonesy's point, there's got to be some more regulatory around it.
Yeah, but there's only 12 coaches. There's 85 scholarship kids though.
I get it.
So it's only gonna be so much. But I get it. I mean, here's a like I said at the jump, we gonna be straight.
We gonna be all right.
All right.
We gonna be
now,
all right.
What I do want to talk about, which is very controversial, but not. Peter Parker Livingston going to OU. And it's funny. Shout out to the group me that we're all a part of. And so it was an interesting thing that was put on there just about an hour or two ago about somebody on Twitter that's a diehard Longhorn that was like, oh my gosh,
Fancy.
Peter Parker, we're, wherever you go, we're happy for you. And we're happy whatever you do at OU. Bullshit. Fuck everything, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Megan. She rescinded it. She did She did it a Sharpie on a tweet and said, "Thank you for what you did. The Longhorns are going to be something." It's like dot
Hey,
dot
well, I
dot.
didn't say who it was
Mm.
or what it
Fancy.
was. Keep that
Yeah,
same energy about
This is our
Aaron.
people, man.
Keep that same energy. How you gonna play for us for half a minute and go to OU and we're excited that you chose the dark side? Man, ain't nobody ever excited.
Bro, he had a middle school. Maybe it wasn't in middle school. Maybe he's in elementary. It's Texas. You just said
Yep.
in an interview after the Red River rivalry, "Hey, it feels really good to be on the thing." And most importantly, you Arch's roommate,
No doubt.
Toma.
But
Listen,
listen,
man.
Rodney. But Rodney, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
just
go
gonna
ahead.
say,
Well, let me just
generationally,
jump in real quick.
switch jobs, man. You find your smiles, you switch jobs. So
You
I'm
can.
not
You
gonna,
can.
I'm not gonna.
No,
I,
you can't begrudge him. I think that was the point that was made, or the point that he made was, I wanted to be at Texas. Texas didn't. Again, this is all money related. It all boils down to cash flow. But they didn't give him the dollars that he was looking for. So he went and found those dollars elsewhere. We would have hoped it was Indiana. It ended up being
what?
Oklahoma. But that's part and parcel with what we're dealing with now with NIL.
Do you think he would deserve it of a $700,000
Nope.
raise?
I don't think
Nope.
so.
Okay,
He's not even wide receiver number one. Anyway,
No.
or
Well, now,
two.
yeah. What's
the
his
only
name? I
thing,
forgot
the
his
only
name.
thing, only thing I like
Eddie.
about Peter Parker was he
DeAndre
did the
Moore.
Whataburger commercial. That's all I liked about Peter Parker. It says he did that
Peter Parker,
Whataburger
let me
commercial.
see.
Hey fellas,
Y'all are
any comments before
harsh.
we get into this? Would you say Sonora Queso, Magnolia Cafe?
I said
Ooh,
y'all are harsh. I love it, but
Mm.
I love it.
Yeah, but you know
We're
what? You know who I'm
honest
happy for?
today.
I'm happy for my main man Trey Wisener going to Florida State.
Florida
yeah,
State, Seminole.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good spot, and it's a good spot
I wish him
for him.
well.
Shout out to the
I
daughter.
like to see him get 1,000 yards. But I
Yeah,
was gonna say just to put, I don't know if I can remember this. Maybe to do Adrian Phillips that went to Miami. I can't remember a transfer pre NIL portal, all this thing that left Texas and just balled.
Right. That's
no,
right.
because
Like I can't think of one. So
yeah, you can't because
grass ain't
you
greener.
you 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 leave here because you're not getting playing time here. You know what I mean?
Correct. There are
There,
reasons. Yes.
the Earth, Wind, and Fire wrote a song about it. The reasons that you're not here,
That's just not here.
the
I bet.
reasons that you hit that portal must be
Oh God. We just had
We lost
we
the
just had
we
half
lost
our
the
audience
market,
drop
right? A
off.
whole
Yeah.
generation of
We
market
did.
bro,
gone.
bro, intonation.
all right.
Yeah. The one of two people that are live listening are like,
Hey man, let's
I'm
get
out.
into it real quick. Let's get into the final four of the CFP pick'em. We got Indiana versus Oregon. Tomati, who you got?
Listen, I've said it all year long. It's about learning and development. I appreciate Coach Signetti, the intense, the anger. If he wins, I picked him into my bracket. We picked him in my bracket. My bracket is already there. I picked him to lose against Ohio State. Y'all lost, defeaters. But I'm choosing chaos. I'm choosing chaos for my sister Nicole, Oregon Ducks. Shout out to I think we might have a battle of number one and number two in draft picks, right? Maybe so. Let's get crazy. Shout out to Najee Barnes and Nike, Oregon. Quack quack.
Mm, mm, mm,
Yep.
Who you got next?
mm,
Yeah.
mm.
I'm gonna take you gotta Google me. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just Google me. Kirk Signetti.
That means Indiana, MD.
Indiana, sorry for those white folks. Yes, I got IU.
Wait.
Shout out to all of Thomas' friends at Cap Alpha Psi, and Indiana University is where they started. So shout out to them. But to Kali's point, Google him. I mean, he said it and he backed it up. That is one of the most
Yeah.
urban Midwestern white men I think I've ever seen. He said, what's our records? He said 10-0. Surely.
He got some big red
Wow.
records in him. My office hours.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Jonesy.
Yeah, I'm with you and Toma on this train, man. I think that this is a time that Oregon's going to show up and show out, man. I think it's their chance in order to do something. So, shout out to all of DeAndre Moore. I'm gonna be playing nothing but Bone Thugs and Harmony because he's from Ohio as well, and I'm gonna give him that.
Boom, 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 boom,
Bum,
boom,
bum, bum,
boom,
bum.
boom. The
He
word
actually may be from
from
Detroit.
now my question right now is yeah, all the IU paraphernalia, I'm gonna call it paraphernalia, not
Mm.
swag, is
Swag.
gonna go out the roof once they win. I got my man. I'm not gonna say my man Kurt, but I got Fernando
Fernando.
Mendoza,
Great story though. Great story.
Ooh.
Fernando.
Best
Yes,
who
Heisman
who
great
team.
spoke
Shout
story.
out to the young man.
Good
who
family.
spoke in the Espanol at the
And
Heisman.
Shout out to
yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was
Shout
gonna
out to
Espanol.
say. Hola, mi
Cubano.
amigo,
So
mi
we're
llamo
going Indiana
Rodriguez.
for this one. Next up, we got a surprise. We got I don't want to talk about him because I'm gonna use him in my latter statement, but we got Hottie Toddy versus the U.
Mm.
Jonesy, who you got?
Yeah, man, this is the time when Ole Miss gonna be doing their thing, man. Shout out to the Rebels, SEC.
Oh,
Ooh, wardrobe
Ooh,
change.
somebody
that boy
going
about to go
outside.
out to get
He
some.
got on that kid. Shout out to kid. Sponsorship. Yep.
What? That boy about to go get sponsorship.
Sponsorship.
Hey, he about to go get us some
You
pineapples.
hear
You
me
me?
now?
You about to get some
Listen,
filet
it's
fish.
almost getting dinner time. Give y'all just a
Chihuahua.
little bit of this wonderful scenery in this background here right now, guys. This is,
Hana.
lovely
Mm.
mountains,
Yes.
Wow.
Malakalaki Maka is the
ocean.
way
Chihuahua.
to be.
Yeah.
Hi, Candy.
Mahalo.
Say some mama.
Mahalo.
It's hard living this life.
It's a tough life.
Got us, MD. Come on.
Next up, wait, who you got?
Ole Miss has avenged its only loss to Georgia. They played an easier schedule by playing Tulane and Ohio State versus Lassie and Georgia. Here's the thing: Carson Beck actually lost to Ole Miss team. This is the Ole Miss team last year. Little known fact when he was at Georgia. So I think his luck is run out. I got Ole Miss, and shout out to Memphis, my Texas folks, my Memphis folks. We got. They out of Memphis. Shout out to Ken Mack, Ole Miss, and we've been there. Like we've been to a game at Memphis,
Yeah.
so I got in Memphis, so I got to go Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Yep. We have been in game to Ole Miss. Yep.
Yeah. For these two reasons, I'm picking who I'm picking. One is the best name in college football, Mr. Trinidad Chambliss, the
Don't believe
champ.
him. Just watch.
And then they're underrated, but yet Saban tree holding, branch wielding Pete Golding, who is showing that he was
Belief.
not to be underestimated after Lane Kiffin them boys. So I got Ole Miss in this one. I got Hotty
Mm,
Toddy.
mm,
Tomati.
So I am currently drinking a nice hottie toddy. Shout out to the 100
Nice.
Centennial thermos. And I have been very impressed with Ole Miss, and especially the way they just handle them dogs, right? Just the way that they handle them mentally.
Hmm.
So if I was an SEC conference co-signer, bopper, whatever, I definitely would ride with them. But oh no, I don't think Lane should get any more money. You know that Lane getting paid for every win. Now
Get paid
listen,
for every
that's
win.
called
Oh
supporting
no,
LSU, and that's what we
that's
can't do because
Scary.
it's a new year, and we play LSU on November
Boy
14th.
Ashley.
Boy, Ashley, you know what it is. Back on the Rouge in New Orleans, we're coming. So it's going to be shout out to Hurricane Katrina. We got a lot of New Orleans people live in Houston and the area, so it's going to be the Hurricanes.
he's an hurricane.
Yeah, watch that documentary. Boom.
Well,
Hurricanes.
Wow.
And plus,
Good
I want to see
God.
Michael Irvin. I mean, this boy, he's going to tear a ligament with
Delta,
the belt,
Delta
but
ass.
yeah.
Could he have picked a hurricane that actually landed
No,
in
No,
Florida,
no.
not in
I took the hurricane that affected me.
Louisiana?
Belt
Well,
to
Yeah, I
ass.
feel you.
but
Andre.
I'm curious how he was like shout out to her. I don't know if anybody gave a shout out to Hurricane Katrina.
Hey, the city of
Oh
Houston has
man,
a whole
maybe
lot of
DJ
New
Augustine.
Orleanians that have moved here and live here now, and they my people.
They do.
You know what I'm talking
We do.
about? So yes,
We do.
Yeah, so
yes.
I am. It was a. I want to say this.
The
I'm not
Fugees.
laughing at the situation because it's very tragic and unfortunate. But the fact that you gave the shout out to
Hey,
Katrina,
I shout out
Hurricane,
good things and bad things. That's called
oh,
recognition.
is that
2026.
the time? Wait, did you come by the house for Katrina or was it
No, that was like
Rita the next 2 weeks
her,
later.
like Allison,
Rita?
the Rita.
Rita,
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Hurricane Rita.
yeah.
She
All
wasn't
that
shit.
being said,
Katrina was the baddie.
man, Michael Irvin, one of the greatest wide receivers ever to play for the Dallas Cowboys. He got a couple of Super Bowl rings in there for the Cowboys.
Playoffs.
But I want one thing I failed to tell you at the game at UT versus Michigan, when we were up, people started chanting SEC, and I
Mm.
immediately go like this, shut that up. I was like, Mm-mm, mm-mm.
No,
We
no,
Let me
ma'am.
tell you.
It's
Let me
just
tell you how
fleas.
down the SEC is, bro. Let
It's
me tell you how
just
down
fleas.
it is. In real life, the SEC, Ole Miss, and us are the
Three,
only
three and
bowl
five,
ones.
three.
So,
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say what was it?
even though Alabama beat Oklahoma, it wasn't a bowl game. It was just a CFP. So whatever Ole Miss just won is the bowl game. Like
Mhm.
the fact that we had two bowl wins in the SEC is piss poor. Especially Diego Pavia. We talked about this all season. Like we were like in Florida and Vanderbilt and Alabama and Ty Simpson and 50 Cent. Two wins is a dang shame. But, and
I'm in
I'm no
Knoxville.
SEC homer and none of us in here are, I will tell you this. Everything got even when everybody could pay people over the table. So that tell you what the SEC
over
was.
on top of the table. Speaking of on top of the table, Gib is about to go to sleep. So let me
Bang,
give you
bang.
my pick.
I
Let me
am.
give you my pick.
Yep. Thank you.
Hotty toddy, boom gotti, sis boom bam, flim
Solo
flam,
dolo, baby.
oh damn.
All by
Are you
myself.
ready?
Hurricane. Shout out to y'all.
I
Hurricane.
love it. I
You
love it. Man,
stupid, y'all.
send us some comments, man. If you once you watch the show, man, send us some comments. We'll give you a shout out next
Happy
week
New
on
Year,
the
man.
show. We got some special guests coming up this year. We're getting bigger and better.
Woo.
Forget about Deffer. Ooh, that's LL. That's OLL. Jonesy,
Bring it back.
I thought you was gonna be another Boys in the
Jonesy,
Hood.
enjoy your Jonesy, enjoy your time in the H.
Ohana.
Wait, what were you saying, brother?
No, I was saying great job. But say great guest this past year, Sean Rogers. Shout out to Derek Johnson, but it's only gonna
Yes.
get better. Just because football season over, don't mean we over, and it's about to go down.
Can't stop, won't stop. Ooh, can we say it? I don't
Yes, for a couple weeks.
know.
Time I know. Yeah.
Night night, Gib.
We just walk in a
I
flame.
had to bring back
Night,
the
Gib.
Calling shots like he coached the game.
Night night kisses.
Suited and grind, got that
Like that kissing.
vision so clean, he
That's
can
velour.
Don't dream irrational fears. Don't dream irrational fears.
Yes,
true with a
please.
grin, no guilt, just built. All facts.
All facts.
He the lie why.
Mostly.
Said the vibe don't
All
miss.
facts.
Mostly.
That Lone Star rebel raised in the abyss. Texas made, waist on the mic, got the blueprint locked.
Blueprint locked.
Hit deep like a fourth down star. He does that plays with a scholar's code.
Hey.
Oh, so game with
Play
that
that whole
black
thing.
top mode. Street smart. Then it's Jonesy. Yeah, the crowd gon' know.
Ohana.
DJ. Whole Wi-Fi, he the beat maestro. Right away.
Beat maestro.
Fade in the mix, smooth voice in the air. That groove. Spinning that soul, got that UT flair. H time to ATL.
Passion flare.
It's the talk, it's the talk, it's the tale they slang. We was on it.
Oh, a rapper.
All gas,